I am great, great, great. Naturally, every single week, guys, we definitely want to give a round of applause to Ms. Deidre for welcoming all of you to our normal Tuesday Raw Choices collaboration, guys. We want to make sure, we salute you, Deidre, for your hard work and making sure everybody is comfortable and waiting to receive this information. So thank you so much for that. Toni Ward. Yeah, we can hear you, Toni. What's going on, Toni, over there in California?
Me and my little arm doing good. We're doing fabulous. Thank you very much.
Well, we know for a fact that little arm don't stop no show, because I see you very, very busy, guys, and I know that we have some great information we want to share with everybody on this line. So I am excited to know that before 9 o'clock hit, it was 180 people already on the line. We're at 279. We're going to make sure you guys get the best information possible. But from my understanding, guys, I know that there's a culmination of all the information that we absolutely have. And I just want to ask somebody one quick question, guys. Would you guys like to know everything about evolution in one spot, one shop, one place, one shop, one pop? If anybody on the line, let me see, I need at least get to see 200 people go on here and say, yes, you would like to have access to something. Not even like we haven't gifted you guys all the access in the world. But Toni Ward, can you agree to the fact that having access to everything you need to be successful is one of the best steps to being successful?
Absolutely. Tools are the key to success, for sure. So having that at your fingertips, priceless, priceless, priceless.
Perfect, perfect. So I see all the yeses still coming in. So definitely you guys know you would like all the great information. Toni, if it's okay with you, we don't want to waste any time with getting into this information. But the first thing I'd like to make sure we go through is the announcements, and then we can kick this training off. Is that okay?
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to give it back to Deidre also because a lot of you guys understand and know that she's always here hosting the calls, opening up the calls, but she does so much more behind the scenes, and she's a wealth of knowledge, you guys. And I want you guys to understand as we are talking about, the announcements that are coming up, make sure you tune in to some of the things that Deidre is doing, because she is doing a lot of training. I'm in my car, so I thought I saw a slide. She's doing a lot of training, and she's also going to be speaking on tomorrow morning's morning inspirational call. So you guys, we all appreciate Deidre all doing. So make sure you wake up with the chickens tomorrow and hop on the Rise and Grind inspiration call so you can hear, Deidre's story and how she, has grown with evolution. Fred?
Matt, listen. You either be there or you be square. Listen, that call is one of the longest running calls that we have, guys, so don't miss that. Here's another one of her trainings here, guys. Lunch and Learn Travel Edition, hosted by Ms. Deidre Driscoll, IATAN accredited agent. Thursday, March 28th, guys, 2019, 12 p.m. Eastern, which is like, I think 9 p.m. Pacific. I still laugh at the training that you did, Toni, on the time zones, because a lot of people still don't know. Choosing trip vendors, do I have enough information, Googling destinations? I mean, I'm talking about a wealth of knowledge. Guys, you may not know this. Let me go ahead and put this out there. I'm going to let you know, as a 2-star platinum with this opportunity, double platinum with this awesome deal, top income earner, 100K ring earner. I mean, as all of those positions I hold, guess who mentors me? Miss Deidre Driscoll. So you guys have no idea. You can't judge a book by its cover, guys, or naturally whatever position they host. They are who they are, and they stand strong in the positions that they hold, guys. So once you stop learning, guys, you are done. So make sure you understand everyone can provide knowledge to you, whether good or bad. It's something to learn from, guys. So without further ado, Toni, let's go right into this training. Let's get the slides up. Let's keep it moving.
Absolutely. Super excited, you guys.
Now, let me ask, did anybody catch any of that just played off, guys? I know you guys have to understand, when I saw it for the first time, guys, and saw how it was, eloquently put together, I saw everything that you would possibly need to be great at your fingertips, guys, at your fingertips. So without further ado, let me, turn it over to Miss Toni Ward, who definitely is the pioneer in the information that's gifted on you guys here. So Toni, just kick it off.
Okay, well, let's talk about it, you guys. What we've done is actually put together everything you guys have been learning in this 12-week program, and all you guys have to do is implement the different, processes and the way to work your business with the tools that we are supplying, right? You've been doing your homework. You've been, you played bingo. You participated in the different webinars. You learned a lot of stuff, a whole lot of stuff. How many of you guys on here have your binders together and it's full? You have so much information. It's kind of overwhelming. You have a lot of stuff that you want to tell your people because you're so excited about the different things that you're learning. And it's like, okay, how do I possibly tell them all this information and still let it be nice, clean, concise, and to the point, right? So Fred and I put together this booklet so that you guys are able to actually have every single thing at your fingertips. Super cool, okay? Now, this is the thing, you guys. This booklet from front to back has information needed for somebody to make an educated decision about becoming an agent with Evolution Travel. What it also has is a reminder course for you of every single thing Evolution Travel has to offer for you. So you never will forget the value you have in your company, the different things that you actually can do, that you actually can participate in, the ways you can make money. It's a memory jogger at the least, right? This is also a tool because not only can you use it for yourself, but what you can do is take this booklet, right? You're going to pick up your clothes from the cleaners. You're going to pick up your kid from school. You're going to go to basketball practice. Hand this booklet over to somebody, right? Because you're busy. They're busy. They can't hop on the call. They don't have time for the webinar. But guess what? They can take this home and look at it in their leisure time, right? Hey, I'm going to give you this booklet. I know you're really, busy, Fred. I know you work 16 hours a day. You got your daughter, all your stuff going on. Let me just give this to you for a couple of days. Is it okay if I pick it back up from you on Wednesday? Is that okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, so guess what you're going to do? You're going to follow up back on Wednesday to pick up the booklet from Fred, right, and have a conversation. Is there anything in this book you saw that you're interested in? Is there anything in here that you liked? Or they're going to call you before Wednesday and say, oh, my God, I had no idea this is what you were talking about. I got a couple questions about page 3. I got a couple questions about page 4. What it does is it opens conversation. Go ahead, Fred.
Hey, Toni, listen, check this out. You guys have no idea how we built this organization. Literally, back in the day, guys, we were hands-on. And this is the opportunity that you need to realize that back, all through the processes of business, a lot of you guys are lazy and reliant on social media and the internet and, the technology, guys. Let's get back to the booklets. Let's get back to the hands-on. Let me sit you down and point this out and look at this and let's talk about this. Because what you don't really understand is just that that's where the businesses were made, guys. That's where businesses were built. You got to realize that networking was very, very huge before the internet was. Okay. Right. So it took a lot of people to get out there and get your booklets and actually put out there the information and talk to people and relate with people so people could see it firsthand. But what you have to understand, guys, this is where you can sit down and you can read people. You can listen to them. You can hear the questions and answer the questions and make sure you relate with them and actually do the work. Now, this is what I want you guys to understand. We're going to go through this booklet real quick, but realize this. I'm going to say the same thing I said when it came down to technology or when it come down to being a hands-on grinder for your own success and your last name, not your first. It ain't going to work until you do. It's just that simple, guys. This booklet cannot fly into the homes of the people around the world in America. It cannot get to where you need to be. It cannot get to the places into the faces and the hands of the ones who need to see this booklet. It's going to take you to be able to still take advantage of networking right before your eyes, guys. And I'm promising you, this is the same thing. This right here is going to be something that is going to prove the fact that those who work, it will work. It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. So, Toni, let's run through this booklet real quick.
Okay, let's run through it. If you look at the front page, you guys, it says at the bottom, this is a presentation guide and information booklet. You provide the why. Evolution is going to provide the who, the what, the when, the where, and the how, period, right? We all have our own whys. Evolution just gives us the vehicle to get where we need to go. So let's go ahead. Let's go to the first page. I love it. We're always talking about working in our pajamas, right? People would love to just roll over and already be at work. Like, who wouldn't love to do that? Everybody. So this appeals to anybody and everybody in the industry, right? So, and it breaks down exactly what we do. We book travel. What kind of travel? It tells you right here, all kinds of travel. You know, so this really breaks
trains and automobiles.
Woo! There we go. No matter where you can get your clients there, period. The 80%, all this information is here for you to understand exactly what we do. This itself, this page alone is priceless, you know, because it gives you information.
Great, great. I mean, definitely, this is not going to be the type of booklet that you use to go into all of the, because we gave you guys the training. You guys know how to do the training. This is the interest book. We call this peaking interest, because when you look at this page, guys, it tells you 1,000,001 things you can do that you can actually earn income from. Destination specialist. People are going to look at this and say, I can be a destination specialist in the Caribbean and Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? Jamaican destination specialist, wedding, you know, specialist. No experience needed, training and support provided, guys. Let's go to the next slide.
That's the what. Now what about the who? Who are we? People always get confused. Like, are we Evolution Travel? Are we Archer Travel? Who are we exactly? And what the people need to understand is we are one body with two arms, okay? Each arm has its own function, period. So this kind of breaks down the company in layman terms so that you can really get a clear understanding of what works. Now, even for you guys who are already in the business, of course, this breaks it down for you. So you know you're not going to call Archer Travel to talk to them about your residual income because they have nothing to do with it. You know you're not going to contact Evolution to talk about your travel commission because they have nothing to do with it. When you have a clear mindset and understanding of the different sides of our business, the travel part of it and the marketing side of it, then you can make, you know, clear decisions on how to help, you know, problem solve for yourself as well. So this is great information for everybody. I don't care who you are, what you're doing. You got to understand your business and who we actually are, okay?
Hey, listen, Toni, you have to understand, when we actually give these three-way calls and we answer all these questions, and everybody tend to sit and be like, why do you guys seem so comfortable doing this? And how does this roll off the tips of your tongue? This is because we know the information. And this is where you guys get to utilize this to the best of your abilities. We're going to make sure we perfect this as possible, you know, go through all the typos and make sure you got everything you need and it's clear. It's very great. But this is a tool right here that would explain it all, guys. It's gonna change the game, because a lot of you guys didn't know that by us being two different sides of, you know, the Archers, the travel arm, the marketing arm, Evolution, we do make up one body, but one stays in its lane with the other, and that's why we are so perfect as a match, because Archer doesn't mess with Evolution, Evolution doesn't mess with Archer. We stay in our lanes, guys, and we get the job done. We know how to direct you in the right direction to get whatever you need, questions, answers, comments, and concerns. But this is how we make the perfect relationship. Next slide.
Exactly. And at the bottom of that one, it tells you we have the #1 person in travel and the #1 person in business. So we have the best of both worlds. So this is the best combination you can think of when you're talking to somebody about the business. Why Evolution? Because we have the #1 travel and we have the #1 business person. So of course we have the best combination of everything, right? The more you know, the easier it is for you to talk about what you have.
Answered in his book. This is not a book, guys. I want you guys to understand. This is not a tool. Let me say that. This is not a tool to just hand out to people. I promise you, you're gonna when we finish this out, you'll understand exactly why I mean, this is something that you want to hold dear to your heart, utilize to the best of your abilities. But this is not something you get and hand out. This is something you get and research, guys. This is something you get and learn, so you can be able to talk to people while they're looking at the book. I think the best thing on earth is when somebody asks you a question, you don't have to look in the book to figure out what they asking you, guys. You can answer the question without even seeing the book. Know it verbatim, guys. Know how to absolutely express your business. Now, as you can see here, guys, fun and rewarding online training. Now, that's something that's amazing, guys. There's absolutely no experience needed. But we're showing you guys everything that you guys need to be able to express verbatim. When people say, well, what about the training? What us? 12 modules, video modules, 1.5 hours to complete the PTA training. You know, you get a certificate. All the training is free. You know, unlimited additional training that's included in the program. Nothing else, you know, is something, like you just said, Javon, Evo Bible. You know, you know, it's something that you guys can literally express. Once you learn this booklet, guys, you will become the best efficient trainer and expression model of evolution travel.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, let's keep going. Come on.
Let's see the next page. Now, this next slide is humongous because you have so many people at your fingertips that are already travel agents and they don't even know it, right? They're like, I don't really want to do that business. I don't really understand it. No, never mind. And then they get to this page. You're like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, I just went on the cruise. You mean I could have are you serious? Oh my God. So this kind of makes it clear so that they can see. A lot of people are visual and they don't even listen to what you're saying half the time. They want you just to hurry up and finish. They want to get that space so they can say, okay, well, yeah, sure, let's talk about it later, so they can leave. But something that's in their face and they see it and like, oh my goodness, I could have saved $4,000. Wow. Okay, well, maybe I need to listen to Toni next time she brings this up. Or let me take this. Can I take this home and look at it? Or whatever, right? So super cool that this is like right there at your fingertips so you can actually show them. You know, they say documentation beats conversation all day long. This is some document to back up what you've been talking about.
Perfect. Yeah, it's like a telltale sign because a lot of people, I say this all the time. If you guys know me, what you don't know is what you don't know. So, you know, you literally miss out on a lot of things because you just don't listen. You don't, you don't take advantage of things. And when you get to something like this and you explain it, it's like, hey, listen, let me explain something to you. Do you realize you just came back from a 7-day cruise and you didn't make any money? Didn't you understand, or do you understand that the commission is absolutely in the price of everything you're booking? And last but not least, boss, you know, I hope you know, somebody cashed the check. It just wasn't you. Let me show you the differences. Right there it's a win-win. You just sold the client. Right. It just makes sense. So, of course, it also makes dollars, guys. So we just got to make sure we take advantage of that. Let's go ahead and proceed to the next slide. It's a simple no-brainer. So, listen, guys. You got, okay, Toni, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go. No. Listen, make money in the first 30 days. Instant commission, guys. You have to understand that. And let me tell you guys, watch this, guys. I saw these slides, but this is my first time expressing the slides. But don't you guys know, I know 100% of the information, so this is easy. This is something you can do a full-blown presentation to, like, off the hip, guys. Like, if we had to do a presentation off of these slides or off this booklet, guys, it would be so easy for somebody to call me or Toni to say, can you present this right now? Like, if we had to do this presentation, Toni, in front of 1 million people or on a TV show, and they called us right now, do you think we're going to say, whoa, let me get my stuff together? We're going to be like, with our T-shirt on and our do-rags and our cast and our slings, we're going to be like, put us on the line. Let's pop it off because we already know this information. So instant commission, guys. You got, Advantage Direct. You got the nightclub situation, Evo Rewards, Discount Directory. All of that is instant money that not only helps you offset what you paid to be a part of the business, but then offsets your monthly income before you even have to pay the monthly income, guys. So it's very, very simple, guys. That's just some of the perks that you can utilize. Let's go to the next slide.
Yeah, I mean, it's important too, because you get agents that say, I've been in this business 30 days, I haven't made any money, I don't know what to do. Okay, well, have you heard about the instant commission? Do you have one of your booklets? Did you look through it? There are 4 different ways to make instant commission.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean,
definitely. See, see, when you guys learn this book effectively, you'll be able to stand with the posture of a platinum, guys, because you'll be able to be like, hold on, that means you ain't even read the book. How serious are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to check someone because they didn't even read the book enough to say, hey, you know, I was thinking about this, that, and other. Does this even exist? And you can look at them with the side eye and say, I thought you were serious. You know? So, but let's proceed on, guys. Do not overpay the IRS. No tips for Uncle Sam because he's going to take it anyway, guys. But if you put yourself in the right position, tax deductions is amazing. So check this out, guys. We got it all right here in front of you. The possible deductions, 1099 versus a W-2. All I see is a bunch of notes and a bunch of yeps. So at the end of the day, I think we're winning with the 1099 situation, but we don't even have to go all the details to know. But this is just a peek of information to let you guys know that this is what we have. This is what you need to pay attention to.
Right.
Next slide.
Now, this is the game stopper, 100%, because even if you're not interested in building a team, you definitely want to finance your dream, right? So the bottom line is, if you have 10 people that you know that travel all the time and they're going to earn commission on their trips and you're going to get 10% of that, it just makes sense for them to get started in the business. Whether you're a team builder or not, it just makes sense. It's kind of like having 5 people working for you and you getting a portion of their money, right? It's business. It's business. You have your own business. So this right here even gives you an example, because a lot of times people need an example to understand exactly what you're talking about. And it gives you an example of a guy who signs somebody up. They get, you know, trained. It says in here, clear as day, gets her connected and trained right away. 2 very key things when you're starting your business: to get connected and trained, okay? And then you'll start to get commission. So super cool to be able to break down the 10%. A lot of times people don't understand how important those 10% are. I know Fred and myself, having teams as big as we do, when we get that extra $500, $400, like, where does this $400 come from in my bank account? I have no idea. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to figure it out, but I promise you I will spend it, okay? So when you get those extra 10%, they add up. They add up very, very, very quickly. So this is definitely a reason to introduce the business, because we're always looking for agents, right? And this kind of takes away that, oh, this is that pyramid thing. You're just trying to sign people up. No, we make money when you make money, okay? This is how we work. This is a Evo thing. It's not a pyramid thing. We're an Evo thing. This is a 10% thank you and more thing. Okay, so you have to really
see that there. It doesn't take the money away, you know, from their making. It's just to break down how it works. But here's the thing, guys. You can make sure people understand that you ain't gonna make nothing if you're not a travel agent. Period. So at least you're getting 80%. You know what I'm saying? So, but I am a strong advocate to get you guys to truly understand that I make a tremendous amount of income from a 10%, because I have some amazing travel bookers in my business. So I salute you guys, but it does not take away from them. I have people in my organization that are IATAN holders that are making tremendous amounts of income in the organization. And, you know, naturally, because I spoke a few words, said a few things, naturally I should, you know, be allotted my 10%. So it's dope. So it definitely works, you know, for the program. And it's a part of the business. And I love the fact that, guys, you guys don't even understand how generous Evolution Travel is. But look at that, guys. We only get 10% out of all that everybody's doing. The 10% goes just to the company. And people always wonder, like, all these companies out here eating off people. No, think about it, guys. 10% out of a possible 100%. I mean, R.A.W. Travel could take all that if they wanted to. But look at that. The company gets 10%. You guys not paying attention to the full details. Check this out. We got a travel organization that is really doing great with providing us all the resources, but the company gets the 10%. You guys don't even see it, huh? You guys don't even see it. $1,000 of commission, $800 goes to China, 10% goes to the sponsor that brought them in, and 10% goes to the company. Do you guys see R.A.W. Travel on there at all? Wow, right? R.A.W makes its money from providing you the services, guys. You guys don't even understand. But let's proceed to the next slide. Now, listen, guys, you have residual bills. Pay them with residual income. Common sense, guys. They say common sense is not common, but it can be common if you got this book. I mean, listen now, guys. I love taking romantic walks on the bank. You know what I'm saying? It makes total sense. Here's the thing, guys. All of these things right here is self-explanatory. Somebody says, how do I get further in the company and what do I have to do? Okay, you want to get 3 direct agents, you can be executive. I want to be, I want to be a bronze. What do you have to do? Get 6. What do I have to do to get a free business? Go all the way down and say, hold on, let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Residual payment will cover my monthly fee. What position do I have to get there? Bronze and above. Yeah, it makes total sense. We don't even have to explain it in too much detail. But guys, knowing this allows you the ability to be confident, guys. Some of you are missing the confidence that you need because you act like, I'm going to say that because I want to hit somebody in the jugular today. You act like you don't know all the information. But let me make sure you understand, I know just as well Toni World know and every other platinum in the business, there is no excuse for you not knowing the true logistics of Evolution Travel powered by R.A.W. But you choose to believe, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. But let me make sure you understand there is no excuse, guys. This stuff is child's play when it comes down to the determination that you will want to be successful. So let's make it happen, guys. Let's go to the next slide.
I love that slide. Now, these slides you guys have probably seen floating around because I made them a while ago, but I've updated them, added some information, and tweaked it a little bit, okay? So listen, this is just Evolution Travel at a glance. You know, you're talking to somebody on the phone. Maybe somebody answered a Craigslist ad. Maybe your mom is like, what are you doing? Your husband's like, honey, why are you on the phone so long? What is this business? Your kids are like, mom, why aren't you, whatever. You can easily pick up this Evolution Travel at a glance. And right here, boom, 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 is every single point, critical point about the company that, explains everything, in detail. Basically, you can take each of these points and do a presentation. Right here, originating 1952. Yeah, we've been around since 1952, blah, 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 blah. 67 years in the industry. I mean, you can go right down these points and have a whole presentation. Somebody's on the phone. Oh, my goodness. Somebody needs a 3-way. I don't know what to say. Let me grab my overview at a glance so I can answer some questions and get some information for them. Going through this will make you sound like you've been in the business since its inception, and you have the posture and the confidence that anybody would want to listen to.
Whoa, Toni, listen. I know that going through this will allow you to be able to speak with confidence, but I want to add to that.
Add to it, please. Yes.
Knowing this would allow you to roll your shoulders back and stomp like a big dog in the business. Because you guys got to understand, you can't just have this pamphlet and hand it to somebody. Now, how embarrassing would it be? Toni, how embarrassing would it be if you handed me this book? And I looked at it and I say, so unlimited travel training and support, but making additional income, how? And then you have to look at the book again. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. You should be able to hand this book to someone and explain it to them when they ask a question verbatim, and you shouldn't even have to look back in the book, because knowing this information is the thing that is going to provide the confidence you need to expose and express your business 150%. Hey, Toni Ward.
What's up?
Toni, so you saying your business was, they started in 1985? That's when they started out?
No, 1952. We're 67 years old. The oldest running home-based travel company in the entire world. There's no company out there that's been around longer than us. We've been around 67 years. There's nobody older than us.
So you get 90% commission, huh? So that's how that works?
We get 80% commission, and then whoever sponsored us gets 10% commission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's $30 a month. We pay the $30, and then we pay the $30, and then we just that's it. So that almost equals. So where did that 69 stuff come from?
Well, you know what? The $69 is our monthly fee. Hold on, let me give you this other sheet here so that I can explain to you what the $69 is all about. Okay?
Wow. See,
let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide.
Listen, I can't even try. I can't even try to mess her up. I can try to think of anything, but the problem is I know the answers too. So when I try to mess her up, I know what she's gonna say when she try to clear it up. So it's too easy. Here's the slide she was talking about, guys. See, it's funny you asked me about the $69.95, but let me explain to you what that provides. Oh my God, you sound so professional. Oh, I don't even know what to do with it. It's too crazy. Sign me up today.
And this is the best tool, you guys, because a lot of people say, well, I'm not paying for a job. That makes no sense for me to have to pay. I don't get it, right? They don't understand that you pay to go to work. Who gets gas for free, right? Who gets lunch for free? Is your time not worth anything? Doesn't that equate to something, right? So you have to understand that when you have your own business, it's actually cheaper to work for yourself if you actually do the math than it is to work for somebody else, okay? So when you deduct the tax, the taxes, and as compared to the tax deductions you're going to get, your time. I mean, think about it. How many of you guys live in urban areas where there's lots of traffic? An hour to work, an hour home. Aren't your hours worth some money, right? So, I mean, just the stress alone to me is ridiculous. So when they say, oh my goodness, I have to pay $70, yes, $70 a month for sure to have your own business is a drop in the bucket to what you can possibly make if you work your business correctly.
Yeah, well, I asked this guy one day, Tony, he said, man, so I got this flower store and I was talking to him about the business. He said, so you got to pay $69 just to do this and run it. I say, do you got lights in the building you run with that flower shop? He said, yeah. I say, don't you got water running in there? He said, yeah. I say, well, isn't that called bills? Like you got a business that you got to pay bills for. I said, come on, man, stop running the game. Come on, stop.
Mm-hmm.
I say real businesses have fees. And I said, come on, now think about the simple fact of saying this is a tax benefit. You can write this off. How many of the bills can you write off in your business when you do the stuff you do when you own it? It's the same exact situation. Let's go to the next slide.
Next slide. And this is the final back cover. Because when you're looking at a booklet, you're trying to, you might be sitting there, I'm going to use my booklets for travel parties. People come to my travel party. I want everybody in the travel party should have a booklet. They should have something tangible in their hands so they can start getting an overview and they can understand. But a lot of times people will turn just like a regular book, right? You turn to the back of the book to see if that book is going to be interesting to you. So what better place to put testimonies for people that have succeeded in the business than on the back of the book, right? They're going to read this and they're going to find somebody that looks and sounds like them, right? We have here I have been a teacher for the past 25 years, and I have always loved to travel. I have been on over 50 cruises, and I travel abroad at least 10 times a year. So it was a no-brainer. After 3 years with Evolution, I have surpassed my teacher salary, and it is safe for me to retire. L. Huddleston. Right? We all know that's Lynn. We all know that that's somebody we love. This is Lynn. Let me tell you about this lady. She's a teacher, and Evolution now pays her more than her salary. Let me tell you about Lynn. She put a testimony right here. Oh, let me tell you about Patrice. Oh, she put something right here. Oh, let me tell you about Douglas. So this is like real testimony. Just like somebody sending, a text message to your person saying, yes, this is me, right? It's a three-way call with the edification, but the book is edifying people in the company who are successful. So while they're sitting there waiting to start, they're thinking, okay, well, if this bus driver can do it, I probably can too. Oh, she's a teacher and she's doing it. Wow, I can do it too. Oh, we have a stay-at-home mom. Okay. Do we have somebody that was skeptical? She didn't want to do it because her uncle did one of those things and it didn't work. So we have every single type of a story that you have from a testimony back here where Evolution has given them the freedom to live their life their way, right? So super cool to have this back here so that while your people are waiting for, your presentation to start, waiting for you to come back, whatever, definitely they can relate to somebody on this testimony list here.
Yeah, but naturally, just to individualize it, guys, when you get access to this, or you guys actually figure it out, as Toni is about to explain shortly, You guys will be able to get you what do they call those things where you put your name and address or your phone number, your contact information on a sticker.
The label. Right here, based on the label. Exactly.
Right. You can get to put this on the bottom of your own personal booklet, guys. But last but not least, guys, do not be handing these out like they're just, hey, listen, save the trees, guys. Don't hand it out like it's just a piece of paperwork. This is your lifeline. I'm telling you, back in the day when we did a pamphlet, something like this before, Toni, way back when, and we used to try to teach our agents to hand it out and get it back. If they don't use it, don't leave it with them for, just for them to have a piece of paperwork of your business. Use that as a reason and a opportunity to reconnect with that person. But hey, I want to lend you this book for a few days. Can I get back with you Thursday when I get back in town to get the book back from you so I can, so we can go over some questions? Because you got people that'll hand this book out to 50,000 people and it end up on somebody, it'll end up on somebody's dresser. You don't even know where it went. And, the follow-up is real. Absolutely. The follow-up is very, very informational because that's going to open the door for you to get your questions answered. And then here's the thing. The fear of loss is amazing. If you walk up to somebody and say, hey, you're not going to use this book effectively, give me that. They're going to be like, whoa. It's a nice book. Got nice pictures. I want it. I want to keep it for myself. I want to look over it. But no, you cannot look over it at your own free leisure. I need this back because somebody needs this today. You see that, guys? I just took it for somebody who wanted to procrastinate to give it to somebody who wanted to move and make some money. See, that's when you guys show the sense of urgency. And then you take away and give that fear of loss, the stuff we've been teaching you guys for 3 years straight. But, naturally, that's when you utilize some of the old tools that we've been gifting you guys to your advantage, guys. This is when you roll your shoulders back and you develop the posture that you're supposed to have 3 years ago when we first started teaching you guys about this. But, and you start doing that as if you are a business owner, right? And then you start letting people know, say, hey, I let you borrow this book to make a decision, not to use as a coffee table holder or something to put on the rest of the books with the Lifetime magazines you got. No, this is a business building piece of information that is changing lives. And I want to make sure, don't give me my book back with coffee stains on it and this page is bent back and you've been beating your kids with it and rolling it up and you give me this book back like I gave it to you because it's important to me. And I want to make sure that you've at least read it. If you didn't read it, give me my book back. It's okay. It's yours. It's a piece of property. It's a piece of property. You guys have to understand. This is not a game. This is the end of a 100K ring training that we're telling you guys how to be successful. You think we did this stuff just because we just felt like trying to show you guys how we made a lot of money in this business? Absolutely not. We did this to make sure you guys are turning our business into a gold mine or platinum mine, so to speak. So you guys have to use the information, but don't be laxy-daisy with this piece of valuable information because here's the thing. Toni, how many times have you seen something pop up on the chat box that says, oh my God, I need this book today. I want to be successful. How many times did you see that?
A lot.
A lot. Right. But here's the thing. You guys see a great piece of information, but how much value do you see when you see this? I mean, I see a wealth of value in just these few pieces of documentation. That's crazy.
When I was talking to David today, and he was like, the book is fabulous, sis. You guys did a great job. He said, but it's going to work. This can actually quadruple people's businesses if they do what they're supposed to do with it. If they just take these books and leave them in the box and put them on the table and do whatever, it doesn't matter. They actually have to do what they're supposed to do with it. And I'm like, don't worry about it. We're going to have a training tonight. We're going to tell them everything. They're going to listen. So, I have great hopes. Great hopes.
All right. So here, Toni, this is where we're going to explain to them how they can actually utilize these booklets. Now, please believe and understand one thing we always know. Toni, can you understand when I say you have to invest in your investment?
Absolutely. You
have to invest in your investment. Now, I know. Some people on the line are saying, wait a minute, I knew there was a catch. Listen, I know they say, I know somebody was like, I knew there was a catch. But listen, I'm telling you guys, the information is worth millions, okay? It's worth millions. All it takes for you is to put your best foot forward to get it, guys. You have no idea how much money we spent, or I'm going to just say Toni. You have no idea how much Toni has spent on ways to contact you, email services, texting services, how to get you involved, all the documents. I mean, literally, ours. Here's the most expensive thing that we both put in is the most expensive thing we can't get back. You have no idea how much time we've invested in making sure you guys are very informed. So here's where it's gonna actually break the mold. Break the mold. We're gonna figure out who really wants to be and who really wants this bad enough or not, right? So listen, guys, everything you've seen today, refined, critiqued, done, is gonna be in a very nice, colorful, amazing pamphlet. You guys have an opportunity to go on the Cash App. If you guys are gonna have Cash App, I'm pretty sure Toni has a different way for you guys to be able to get her the information, because the thing is, from my understanding, guys, it's so many different cities we have and so many different people. It's gonna be certain people that want to get busy. I have the second largest city, the second largest state involved in evolution. So I guess we can make arrangements for me to be a pickup in certain cities. Somebody's gonna have to step up and say, hey, I can be a contact for the city, because that way we can mail multiple books in one direction. But if somebody that just individual, they can't get nobody, you have to, we're gonna make sure the delivery charges.
Let me tell you, I'm laughing because 4 people have already paid for their books. They are not playing with this. There's somebody else, Julia, Derek.
$50 for 75 booklets. The first 60 people, order goes out at 12 noon tomorrow. 12 pages of color brochures. Individual delivery charges are extra, guys. If you guys are in a certain space, for all my Detroit people, we'll get that together, guys, because we know we got a few key choice people in the city that would love to help get these booklets out as soon as possible. So we're gonna make this happen, guys. I want to try to get as many booklets as I possibly can to make sure we get them out. To make them happen. Want to purchase books, just needed to be shipped. Purchase the book.
Well, they're all going to be, okay, so here's the thing. If you need it shipped to another location, that's fine. You just have to pay the shipping. So these are books. So I've already checked with the post office. So books ship for a cheap price. So I can put all the books in one container for one price. So I'll find out whatever your zip code is or whatever. They have like the one price box. I think it's like $10. So you'll just have to pay for shipping.
Yeah, just pay for your booklets, and then she'll be able to get with you guys to just re-coordinate the extra charge for the shipping and whatever. And then here's what networking really, really works, guys. Networking works to, like, here's the thing. If we got, say we got like a few people in Ohio, right? We got a few people in Ohio. And you know that you need to call your team, like, did you order the book? Did you order the book? If you guys get together, you guys can put all your books in one shipping and get that at one time if you guys learn how to coordinate. You know what I mean? So you guys have to, really start using your mindset and using the fact that you guys are part of a business with other people, just to make this happen, guys. But we're going to try to orchestrate this the best way possible. So you guys can get all the information you need and get these issued out to everyone accordingly. But do not sleep on this deal, guys. I've seen a couple tags and people say, well, I got to wait till Friday and I got to do. Listen. The easiest way to be successful is to be humble. Guys, if you guys don't have it, get it, right? Make a sacrifice, get rid of some things you don't need, make some moves, guys. Get the job done as soon as possible, because this is going to be a game changer. You know what I'm saying? It's going to change the books. It's going to change the situation. It's going to, look, I'm getting to Texas and everything. Salute Jared. I mean, this is what we got to do, guys. Get yourself in a position. We're going to get these booklets out to you as soon as we possibly and humanly can, because we want you guys to walk in the convention and walk across them stages and actually have them booklets on hand, walking around with them. I really want to do spot checks, Toni, where I can actually walk up to people and say, hey, Let me see your book. You know,
bring your binders to convention. Bring your binders, because Fred might walk around and pass out money. You got your binder? Here's $50. You got your binder? Here's $25. You got your binder? Oh, here's $100. You never know what's going to happen.
Perfect. This is what I'm talking about. People are already setting times to pick them up. Woohoo!
We'll get that straight. We have about 20 people who have already, and 21 people who have already paid their money. These books, this order is going in tomorrow. So these books will be delivered on April the 9th, I believe the lady said. So on April the 10th, they will go in the mail to the whatever location. If you live in Northern California, of course, you can pick them up from me on April the 10th. But they'll go out to Fred on the 10th. They'll go out to Atlanta. They'll go out to whatever we're going to do. Okay. So let me see. I got an important text message. Okay. So, we'll make sure we get everything out to you in all the locations. These books, like guys are saying, are game changers. I'm super excited because just having any tool sometimes is just the one thing you need to get you to walk in that door with a little more confidence. You already know what you know, but sometimes you need that extra push, right? So it's like getting on stage and you know the information, you can sing your heart out, but you got your hair done and your makeup done and you have on your favorite outfit. Now that gives you that extra confidence. This is your hair. This is your favorite outfit. This is the whole shebang put together in one nice little pretty package. So people can look at it and say, you know what? This is not just some $30 fly-by-night business. This is a professional organization that can actually take me to the next level. So Fred and I just want to make sure we give you all the tools, which is why we've dedicated these 12 weeks to training you and making sure that you can get wherever it is you want to go with Evolution Travel. And like Fred said it from day one, tools will never be an issue with Evolution, period, point blank. That's it.
Perfect.
They don't think I'm on here selling some kind of drugs on Cash App, okay?
Hey, well. Tell them it is a drug because evolution is addictive. Perfect. All right, listen, team. Listen. Y'all already know the instructions. You better screenshot this screen right here so you can make sure you send this out to your whole entire team so they can order their books. I'm pretty sure we're going to try to get it out in the emails. You guys know how to take advantage of it. We're not sending the actual, the actual booklet through the email because we got them all, I want to screenshot sideways and try to print my own book type people on, you know what I mean? So, and be, have a black and white copy of our booklet out here trying to do it all unprofessionally. And listen, guys, let's be professional and let's stop cutting. Yeah. Oh, listen, I want to say this out loud. Let me see if anybody gonna listen to this and write this down. Let's stop cutting corners. Stop cutting the corners. Listen, you guys want $1 million business with $1,000 effort. Come on now. Listen, stop cutting the corners. Give $1 million worth of effort to get the $1 million paycheck, guys. Exactly. Like me, Toni, and all the platinums on this line, guys, we treated this business the day we started as our meal ticket, our $1 million opportunity. As you can see, it's manifesting right before our eyes, guys. What would you think what would happen if me and Toni, two of the largest organizations in the whole entire business, treated this business like a hobby? Huh? What would you think would have happened to this business today? Do you think we'll be 8,000 strong? Do you think we'll have multiple platinums in the business if we never took it serious? Come on, man. My hip wouldn't be here. You're right, Toni. My hip wouldn't be here, right? I mean, just think about it. Miss Nita Mitchell probably wouldn't, with all the pressure that I gave her, probably wouldn't be in the business, right? So you guys have to understand, like, she's one of the top income earners in the whole entire company. But what happens if I never reached out? What happens if I never even said anything, right? What happens if I didn't care? What happens if Miss Toni Ward didn't put California on blast? They wouldn't be the largest state in the organization. Come on, guys. Take this business serious. Get very serious about your success. Don't halfway do $1 million chance for you to be. That's just like going to the store, Toni, and actually buying a ticket and only getting 3 numbers when you needed 6. Right? No, right. We need all the numbers, right? So guys, get to work, get your cash apps, be excited. I want to see how many Facebook posts I can see and say something like, let me see, OMG, we are about to break the bank. We got some information that's coming soon. In April, be ready because we are about to run and take over the world. Something like that. I mean, you know, something crazy like that. So let somebody know you absolutely done lost your marbles for this company, guys. OMG. Evolution Travel is about to take over. Let's get it. See you guys at the beach in the bank. Definitely at the Cash App with the booklets. But I can't wait to see you guys at the convention in June, guys. It's going to be amazing. Be prepared. Be excited. And I hope from now until the time it takes for you to realize how amazing this business is, that you guys show up and show out in Las Vegas with all the enthusiasm, binders and all, ready to take over the system, guys. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. This call is officially over. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.